Interviews are supposed to be simple. A conversation, a question, an answer. But sometimes, a line gets crossed.
We're at the Golden Globes. If you put your phone down, you'd know that.
You know, you're standing on this young lady's foot. Have you noticed that?
Oh, true. That's very true.
Normal too.
Yeah,
it's a stupid assumption that
My mom is taller than my dad.
A question that shouldn't have been asked. A moment that turns uncomfortable. Silence that says more than words ever could. These are the moments when interviewers went just a little too far. And the celebrities they were speaking to had no choice but to show their true feelings in real time. Let's start with the interviewer that went from curious to downright condescending. A host once grilled Billie Eilish about being homeschooled, asking if her parents were janky for not making her take a graduation test. Billie Eilish gave him a look that said, "Are you for real?" but still managed to shut him down without sounding too harsh.
You had to at least take a test at some point in your life to get a graduation certificate, right?
I mean, your parents are janky if that didn't happen. Right?
Billy, do you know anything about anything? When I was your age and everybody said you still have to go to school and graduate.
Yeah, but you don't, though.
Oh.
5 Grammys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
If you thought that was plain disrespectful, wait till you see this video of a reporter asking Mila Kunis about her reviews on the intimate scenes in a movie.
Здравствуйте, у меня 2 вопроса к вам про кино и про секс. Что?
As soon as the reporter affirmed this, Justin Timberlake was quick to come to Kunis' rescue while telling the reporter that he doesn't like the question.
I don't like this.
To make matters worse, things got even more awkward after the reporter asked Justin Timberlake why he decided to move from showbiz to starring in movies. This time around, it was Mila Kunis that did the defending.
Что вы все-таки нашли в кино? Для чего вам кино? Что? Зачем кино? Зачем? Очень многие представители шоу-бизнеса снимаются в кино, и это не на пользу. Зачем Джастину кино? Ну мало что.
Зачем ему нужно делать кино? А что вы хотите, чтобы он делал? Ну что, если он хочет делать, и он может, почему нет? Какой народ? А почему ты здесь?
I understand that it's hard to come up with engaging questions to keep people engaged, but if you, as a reporter, do not have anything good to say, the least you could do is keep quiet or end the interview session. And now let's talk about Matt Lauer, one of the worst interviewers of all time. He once told Sandra Bullock,
"The major thing that's changed since you were here last?
Yes.
I have now seen you naked."
But Lauer didn't stop there. He went on to say he'd used it as his screensaver. This wouldn't be the only time that he would step out of line either. He once told Madonna that she was too old and irrelevant for the pop industry.
It's just disrespectful and it's absurd.
To make matters worse, he asked if she felt threatened by younger artists like Britney Spears.
Would you like those 17-year-olds to buy your records?
I would. You know
you're
why?
the age of their parents.
Scarlett Johansson has survived more inappropriate interviews than most could handle. A journalist once said, "I can't sleep thinking about you."
Say that you're more beautiful here than in the screen, and this is a kind of confession. I can't sleep at night thinking about you. I'm sorry, I have to tell you. I'm a journalist, but I'm an actor too. And yes, it's true. And I love to be your partner in a movie. Please, could you choose one of your favorites to make with me?
Without missing a beat, she smiled and replied,
Oh, God. Single white female, maybe. No?
The guy, completely missing the reference, said he's never seen it. Sometimes the best burn is the one that sails right over someone's head. And next up was that iconic moment when Jennifer Lawrence clapped back at a reporter for being slothful about his job. During the Golden Globes, a reporter kept reading his questions off his phone. Jennifer cut him off mid-sentence.
You can't live your whole life behind your phone, bro. You're just not gonna, you can't do that. You gotta live in the now.
Sorry.
You know?
How do you see yourself for the Oscar night? And how was
We're at the
working-
Golden Globes. If you If you put your phone down, you'd know that.
Some people called her rude, others called it iconic. Either way, lesson learned. If you're going to ask people questions, the least you could do is try to make a connection by maintaining eye contact every now and then. And next, we've got that hilarious moment during the Joker press run. Joaquin faced a wave of repetitive questions that would have tested anyone's patience. Every interviewer wanted to know the same thing, and like the true professional he is, Joaquin gave thoughtful answers again and again. He talked about researching the medications his character took, the physical transformations, and the psychological depth behind Arthur Fleck. But after the 100th time hearing the same question, even he couldn't help but sigh and say, I feel like I already answered this question 16 months ago. And honestly, you can't blame him. At some point, there's just no new way to explain a process that took over his life.
There's probably so many other things I just can't remember right now. But I feel like I already answered this question 16 months ago.
Hey, Joaquin.
But thanks for still asking.
Things didn't stop there, though. A short while later, another reporter tried to corner him with sequel talk, asking if creating another Joker movie would undermine the art of the original. Joaquin seemed confused and amused. He simply tilted his head, smiled, and asked, why? Before calmly picking apart the interviewer's question.
And obviously sequel talk has been going on for 2 months now. Do you think that sort of undermines the artistic expression of the film, and where do you see the character going if you come back?
What do you mean? Why?
Huh?
What do you mean, why?
I think there is some criticism that says, like, obviously going right into sequels is sort of just predictable and might undermine the exact reason why the film is so unique.
Not all awkwardness comes from creepiness, sometimes it's just from acting out of line. While the Spider-Man cast were doing a press tour, an interviewer brought up Zendaya and Tom Holland's height difference, but Zendaya didn't sit still. She was quick to remind the interviewer that there are lots of relationships out there where the female partner is taller than the male.
Oh, true. That's very true.
Normal too.
Yeah, it's a
absolutely.
stupid assumption that.
My mom is taller than my dad.
Yeah, like it
My
doesn't.
mom's taller than everyone.
Right, it's like not a weird thing for women to be tall. Like
No,
that's-
not at all. It's ridiculous.
Yes.
Sometimes even sports reporters can't resist getting personal. Jamie Foxx and Katie Holmes had a very private relationship which lasted for over 6 years. However, they both avoided discussing it in public, even though sources close to the two reported that their romance was the stuff of fairy tales. During an NBA All-Star game, a journalist decided to ask Jamie Foxx about Katie Holmes. Jamie smiled, ripped off his headset, and walked away without a word. No drama, no soundbite, just pure boundary setting.
And I know you prepared because I saw pictures. Did you and Katie Holmes play basketball for Valentine's Day? Like some real loving basketball game? Uh-oh. We losing?
Amy is known for her sharp tongue, and she definitely needed it that day. On May 24th in 2007, Amy Winehouse had just gotten the Ivor Novello Award for Best Contemporary Singer for her smash hit Rehab. When she hit the stage, she kept things classy, but things took a turn backstage. While chatting with a swarm of reporters, one journalist decided to get a little too bold. Amy didn't miss a beat. She shot back instantly, calling out the reporter for being rude and reminding everyone that she might have been small, but she definitely wasn't someone you could walk over, literally or figuratively.
You know, you're standing on this young lady's foot. You noticed that?
She's not young and I wasn't. Amy, so many songs come out of bad times in life.
Can you hear him? Rude. You were.
So many songs come out of bad.
And finally, the interview that redefined too personal. When Oprah visited Neverland, her questions ranged from awkward to absurd.
Recently, there was a story, and I know one of your attorneys held a news conference. There was a story about you wanting to have a little white boy play you in a Pepsi commercial.
That is so stupid. That's the most ridiculous, horrifying story I've ever heard. It's crazy.
Then let's go to the thing that is most discussed about you, I think, is the fact that the color of your skin is obviously different than it was when you were younger.
Yes.
And so I think it has caused a great deal of speculation and controversy as to what you have done or are doing. Are you bleaching your skin? And is your skin lighter because you don't like being black?
Okay, number one, as I know of, there is no such thing as skin bleaching. I have never seen it. I don't know what it is.
Well, they used to have those products growing up. I used to hear always use bleach and glow, but you'd have to have about 300,000 gallons.
Okay, number one, this is the situation. I have a skin disorder that destroys the pigmentation of the skin. It's something that I cannot help. Okay, but when people make up stories that I don't want to be who I am, it hurts me. So it is. It's a problem for me, okay? I can't control it, okay? But what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it.
Okay.
What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun to become darker, to become other than what they are? Nobody says nothing about that.
So when did this start? When did the color of your skin start to change?
Oh boy, sometime after Thriller. Around Off the Wall Thriller. Sometime
and what did you
around there.
think? I mean,
It's in my family. My father said it's on his side. I can't control it. I don't understand. I mean, it makes me very sad. I don't want to go into my medical history because that's something that's private. But that's the situation here. So please, when people see something like that.
I just want to get this straight.
Yeah.
You are not taking anything to change the color of your skin.
Oh God, no.
You did not purposely.
We're trying to control it, and using makeup evens it out because it makes blotches on the skin, and I have to even out my skin. But you know what's funny? Why is that so important? You know, that's not important to me. I'm a great fan of art. I love Michelangelo. If I had a chance to talk to him or read about him, I would want to know about what inspired him to become who he is, the anatomy of his craftsmanship, not about who he went out with last night or why he decided to sit out in the sun so long. What's wrong with, I mean, that's what's...
Michael seemed blindsided as he had expected a friendly chat, not a public interrogation. It became one of the most watched interviews ever, for all the wrong reasons. And that brings us to the end of this video. Which one of these interviews was the cringiest? Drop your pick in the comments section below. Also, hit that like and subscribe button to stay tuned because the next time an interviewer crosses the line, you know we'll be here to break it down.